And only this guest bedroom AC had a repair, like I think twice already, or like not really repair, but like more, it was serviced more than the others, because like today during the servicing, that one is full of dust. The filters are full of dust, guys, and the other one, the other bedroom, is like not as dusty as that one. So like we tested it for 2 hours. I mean, yeah, for 2 hours we let it we turned it on for 2 hours, and it's now working perfectly. So I guess they did, that company, Don Air. Hello, Don Air. uh he watched our videos before. I'm not sure if he's watching now. Yeah, they do a good servicing with air condition. This guy, the owner, like us, he's also from the Middle East, so he knows. He's really got that I got the idea of, what especially with Western people, what Western people expect from the customers, or like, the proper way, the Western way of doing things. So, but before that, repair people in my other house for this unit, nah, nothing. And another experience we had was when we purchased these units. They would just ask, uh, they just ask us what's the size of the room. Like, you have to fill up a form, like what's the size of the rooms, what appliances you put in your rooms, blah blah blah, and nothing else. So when William based it on the first one that we had here, like no proper decking of, how you call, or rack for the compressor. And you've seen how they do the inverter pipe, like they just wrap it with electrical tape or some how you call, ducting tape. It's crazy, guys. Like when they did it here, the aircon guy, because William wasn't here, right? I built the house and installed whatever I can, and then the guy who installed that one just asked for it's not masking tape, guys. What's that used for when painting? The paper type. I forgot, but it's another tape. And the inverter pipe would be exposed in the in the wall. Yeah, it's like, so my god. So William, based on that first one that's installed here, he then, when we purchased three more, when we inquired, because we initially inquired before purchasing, he said his opinion on, like, the aircon installation he see from other buildings, from wherever, and ours here. So I said, so William is like, has a checklist on his mind. Do you do this? Do you do that? It's like, they won't offer you any service. Like this deck here is basic, right? Like, I don't know, is it basic? But for us, it is necessary to have this deck. And then another question of William is, I never see any, what you call, guys, conduit, whatever, conju. Yeah. So like, okay, we can put, sir, it's not much, it won't affect your price. So this is the conju they put in here. It's an electrical conju, not the proper conju for the inverter pipe, guys. And then if we did not ask for this how you call, this anti-vibration rubber thing, this rubber for anti-vibration, they would not put, they will just leave it in the box. Because William really emphasized, because this is what I noticed, and in many buildings, in many installed units or compressors that I see, like each, of course it's always compressors are outside the building. So like William says, oh, I noticed, do you in your company, do you do this, do you do that, you know? Like I was lucky I have William uh during at that time, because he was just here for, I think he left for a while to visit his son, and then I was left here during the installation. So like this one, they have the proper thing here for anti-vibration. So like if we didn't ask, guys, they would just leave it in a box, same as that electrician plumber in the neighborhood who would remove all the washers in the hoses, because for them, if it's new, there's washer, and it's just an indicator that it's new. It's not really that it's to protect, or like, you know, in hoses to prevent leaks, and this is for vibration, to prevent vibration. So it's not like that here in the Philippines, guys. Like I see in YouTube videos of like they say DIY installation of inverter aircon units. They the inverter pipes are exposed, guys. So they would charge you, like I think a meter would cost 1,500. I'm not sure if it's still the same, or was it 3,000? It's a 4-digit, guys, per meter. It's 4 digits. So like um it's difficult to deal with Filipinos. Like I have a friend who lives in an exclusive village in Tagum City, and she owns a townhouse. It's for rent, and oh, I see bees again. So, and his inverter pipes inside the house are really like I mentioned earlier. It's just wrapped with I don't know, a ducting tape or something, and then that's put in the wall. So like you have a TV here, and the inverter pipes are exposed on top, because the air condition is like installed in between the lounge and the dining area. So like that's the standard of installers. So this socket here, and they did not return, and this socket here. So you notice this, guys? That's the way it is here. And of course, William freaked out with the way I did it, because like, you know, during the planning of the electrical planning with the engineer, so like, Chick, where do you want to put the power outlets? How you call, is it sockets? Outlets, power outlets. It's like, where do you want to put? Like, okay, you put like this, here, 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 here. And when William came home, he said, asked me, Chick, so what did you do with this? Well, what's this for? I said, that's for aircon, and that's that has a circuit breaker in the panel board. I mark it. That's why. And it's like William freaked out, and like he couldn't get it that I'm talking to installers. Because from what William know, it doesn't need a thing like that, you know, like it's just a remote. It's just remote. And the things like this should be hidden, or like should just be over the ceiling and just run through the panel to the panel board. And I never know that, because like in my old house we have like this, and there's a circuit breaker beside it. And the only difference here is we had to run a wire going to the breaker in the panel board. Like William freaked out, like, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? And I was like, huh? That's what I've seen. Like, I was clueless, guys. I was clueless because like when we were in the Middle East, I don't take care of these things, you know? I really don't take care of these things. Like if they use foaming, you know, like when they make a hole to run the inverter pipes from the unit down to the compressor outside. I never know this foaming, because William asked me, ask them to foam, like so there will be no air leak from the room, you know. I never know that. How would I know? I only had, like, when I had a unit in the house, that was Papa and Mama doing it. I was working abroad. So how would I know? Right. So let's talk outside because I and William are sleeping. So guys, when we asked them for proper conjo for the inverter pipe, they're like, yeah, we know what you mean. We know what you mean. So we just assumed they would put the proper conjo for all these pipes, right? But they never did. They gave us that, it's a different thing. And you know where we found the proper one? But can never be used for us here? In City Hardware. They have this thing, guys, that we use for our CCTV wirings. Like here, we have it here. And these aircon people don't know that when their office is just very close to the City Hardware in Davao. Philippines. Welcome to Philippines. So I hope a lot of you will get some tips from this video, guys. And another thing is that, you know, just in relation to that proper conjo with electricals, guys, they don't usually use molds like this, molding, you know, like this, to make it look sexy. It's nothing like that here, Philippines. Like I've only, well, I even myself, guys, even before I met William, I never know things like this. But however, when I work in the construction industry, I get to like know all these terms and items, this type of things. But like as to the broadness of its use, still my knowledge is limited on the industry where I work at that time, you know. So with this, guys, who done today, I am really pleased that the air cons are fixed. However, in addition to that, like salespeople of air condition units, I want to comment about, you know, their marketing thing here in the Philippines. Like when I was working in the marine industry, um, my boss gave me his account in marine traffic website so that I can see I can see in the internet what ships are coming to our jetty, or like are coming near our jetty, and then I would check them if like you would need services, or you would need supplies for your ship, whatever, because it becomes the bread and butter for our company. It's like doing like that. I'm part of the sales team, like commercial team. I was uh, I was like, I think that is my greatest contribution to the company, like really, because I had experience, guys, in Qatar with delayed salaries, and I don't want that to happen in UAE, right? So like, I really, as much as I can, I want to like I want our company to get jobs, of course. And then here in the Philippines, in aircon installation, this aircon, how you call, servicing companies, that's the missing thing, guys, because like for them, like you just have to call them when you want them. Like if I am part of that company, if I am part if I am part of that company, I would be like noting all the customers I have, like who have like, I would be, how you call, like making a list of customers that I can regularly service, because it's a regular money. If it's a regular service, and it's regular income for the company, right? But here they don't do that. Like really, it's since 2016 we had this aircon, right? So like the servicing is expected to be after a year, so 2017. And from 2017 we are already in contact with this company, Don Air. And that's the missing thing, like they don't to their advantage should be, but they don't do that. They don't follow, like you want it's been 6 months since your aircon units are service, our last service, so like how would you like blah 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 blah, because us, we just wait for this, like what happened a few days ago until today, before they came, like it won't work because it needs servicing. So like if I own a company, part of my, for the income of my company, I would make a list on, like, for regular servicing, because that will be regular money for them. But it doesn't happen here in the Philippines. So I don't know, like I guess that's how it is here in the Philippines. Everything is slow, and sometimes we just have to deal with it. But I suggested that to the staff because he's a new guy. The other guy, the other guy, they were two who came here today. The other guy is an old staff, and the other one's a new one. So I told him, tell your boss just to make regular contacts with your regular customers, because like us, we would not go to another company to, like, there are two new aircon companies opened in the city, but I don't wanna gamble on that because I know him, being from the Middle East, being around with a lot of expats or Western people, or like really the advanced how we call, people from first world countries. So I trust him. It's just that missing thing is like, like you really have to call them for the servicing, which should be regularly done in the units. So to end this, guys, we are happy today, but we could be happier if we did not experience that few days of not having you know, our proper napping. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you have any other tips, just drop on the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.